We're here joined by Jake Quinsee, who ended up on another great record, not a perfect record this time.
Unfortunately not.
It's a 6-1 record. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're running Necros this weekend.
I am, yeah.
I said this before. Normally you're always or often running with something that's not the most popular deck. Why do you play Necros this weekend?
It's a weird one because like in London I played Burning Abyss with like supply squads when Shadow was obviously the best deck, and then I played that because I felt like it was the best deck for that event against certain matchups. And then in Milan, I went to Milan on the flight knowing I was playing Burning Abyss, and then when I got there I realized how many people were playing Burning Abyss. I decided, right, last minute I'll change because the mirror match is so more luck based than if I played Quiloff or Clyfort. If I played that matchup, then it would actually increase my chance of doing better because then I wouldn't be playing against the mirror match to get. But then,
so you made like a read at the side and decided that a different deck was better. But that means you need to be familiar with all of the popular decks.
That's right. You need to know every single deck because you can't actually play against that deck unless you know that.
Yeah.
And then going back to today with Necros, I decided to play that because instead of there's so many options, this one there's only one option that's really stands out, it seemed to me, and a lot of players that Necros is actually the deck to play.
Yeah.
Clyfort is actually a really good deck for this weekend. It's a good choice against that deck, but I didn't feel that it would be that good against everything else, like Necros.
Yeah, yeah. So you decided to go with the established deck here.
Yeah.
And it's been serving you well. Can you give us a quick breakdown of what your games were like today?
Oh yeah, they're weird actually. I played a lot of
rogue decks.
Rogue decks, yeah. I basically took the gamble with my list. I decided that I would play build a list that would benefit me more in the later stages than the early stages. So I'm not playing certain cards for the early stage like rogue decks. So like round one I played against Satella Knight. Round two I played against Heroes. I did a good play actually. Was going into time. I summoned Manju attack, put him on 66. He has one turn left. I have MST set and I have nothing engrave.
So no Valkyries?
Yeah, I set my my ritual spell. He goes normal summon this guy to summon Shadow, basically hero. Then he activated mass change. So then I chained my MST to my own ritual spell.
Okay.
Then he was like, what? And then he went all out, tried to attack. Then I Valked him because now I had a card to banish for Valk. And then I won because I was on 1400 higher. And if I didn't do that, then he would have won.
Ooh.
And then round three, I played against Evil Swarm.
Well, those are some rogue decks there. I mean, yeah.
And then obviously, like in Milan, I didn't do great against Evil Swarm in the top 32. But actually today I 2-0'd it. And then round four, I played against... I can't remember actually.
Yeah, that's all right.
Then round five, I played against Patrick Reeder.
Okay.
He was playing Necros in the match.
Yeah.
I beat him. It was a good game actually. We had a really good game. Round six, I played against Necros as well. I 2-0'd that. It was.
It kind of went a little bit like you expected. At first, a few rogue decks, then you're on top of the field, and then suddenly you're going up against the Necros players and some of the veteran players as well.
That's right.
All right. So how do you feel being in that position now with 6-1?
It's not a great feeling because, you know, there's 3 more rounds tomorrow. You have to go 2-1. But I'm really confident. I think I'm playing well. I think the list is really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Necros that are 6-1 now.
Yeah.
And I expect to play against pretty much the majority of them tomorrow. And my list should beat that more out of 10. Like more times out of 10. Yeah, I should win.
What are specific cards that help you against Necros?
Effect Veiler.
Okay.
I'm maining 3 of them. It's amazing. I'm playing like 3 Eclipse. And then my side deck, I won't spoil it, but hopefully you'll see that tomorrow. But the side deck actually is really good against the mirror match.
Okay, so you definitely come prepared for that.
Yeah.
Do you feel, because some people always say that it's the curse if you go undefeated in the Swiss rounds and then you get knocked out in the first knockout round, do you feel happier now that you've already dropped the match?
I feel a bit more relieved because I know if I get fortunate enough tomorrow to make the knockout stage, I don't have the curse. But yeah, I'd rather that be later on than early on, that loss. But no, I mean, I can't. It's a different feeling like going not undefeated and then feeling on the bubble because there's more pressure on that. But you know, it's part of the game, and I need to get used to it.
Yeah.
So you know,
It's, for a while now, you've been spreading the news that you want to take a title home to the UK.
yes, very
I
much
think
so.
it's been a while since we've had the last champion from the UK.
Yeah, it's been since 2011 in Brighton.
In Brighton, yeah.
I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to offend him, but yeah, he played Dino Rabbit, and yeah, luckily he took the title home. But since then, there's not a British player.
Why is that? Is it like a fault of the community? Are you lacking? Because you got a couple of good players.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys testing together or not so much?
No, it seems like we're all in because we're all separated, you see, and we don't we're like divided by like north and the south.
Definitely different in Europe, in mainland Europe, where you have a couple of groups of players that try to support each other, and we even got Italians getting along with Germans, which is unheard of if you're a football follower. Yeah. So it works for them. Why not in the UK? That the UK is sitting together and saying, okay, we're gonna have a group of elite players, and then we're gonna take everything down.
Maybe more pride as well, because if myself or other players that I know of, if we play against each other, yes, we will do better in the event itself, but then again, we're actually exposing the information we've gained for coming to that event.
Okay.
Maybe it seems like some of the players and some of the teams that are here this weekend always seem consistently to do well because they actually sacrifice them teammates knowing what they're playing, but they gain a lot more information by testing. It's just unfortunate that in the UK we don't really have a team player base, and it's something it's not we can actually benefit from.
Well, could be something to think of in the future. If you, I mean, you got a perfect testing partner in your brother, I guess.
Yeah, he's really good to test with.
So very easy for you guys. You just sit together. Well, I don't know if it's every day, but prior to the tournament at least.
Every week, or when the build-up of a tournament, we'll just practice. This week, he was going to come to Prague. He was thinking about it. Last minute, he had to change of mind because of work. But yeah, we practiced a lot of the mirror match, and it seemed really well. Like the test I was playing, it seemed really good in game 1, game 2, and 3. I tried the side deck out; it worked really well. And he didn't expect it, and as well as he didn't also like losing that much. It seemed because, but yeah, I mean, it's a shame it wasn't here.
All right, before we sign off,
okay.
What do you like most about Prague? Have you checked out the city at all?
I got here last night. I saw in the taxi, the location is beautiful. There's so many nice buildings.
Old Town is really something.
Yeah, I went with a few friends to Hard Rock Cafe last night. The food was delicious. The staff was very friendly. It's a really nice area. It's a very great place to come because it's actually a lot cheaper than all the previous YCS locations.
Especially for British people. Honestly, the pound is even more ridiculous from the exchange rate than the euro.
Yeah, and it's good that Konami is actually looking in going outside the
comfort zone.
Yeah, the comfort zone, exactly. And a lot of players really like this. I know it was unfortunate because of the announcement.
Shortness,
but still they had a great turnout. A lot of the players I spoke to really like this location. They really want it to come back as well, and they actually are saving a lot more money by buying food and drink here than they would do in let's say Italy or France.
So you would definitely like to come back?
100%, yes. I hope it's back in within the next 2 years.
Well, you heard it here first, and that's before we know how Jay Quinsee is going to end up in the tournament. There's a very good chance that we see you again in the top 32. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And that's the last content we recorded on Saturday. You guys are seeing this on Sunday, of course. So don't go anywhere. We got lots and lots of feature matches today that we're going to show you. So just stay with us for the next feature match. And that's it for the Saturday.